I've said this before and I'll say it again. Most people that are Gen Xers and baby boomers have no clue that they could be getting paid to create content for companies without being an influencer and having a bunch of followers. By doing something called UGC. I talk about this literally like every single day. So if you've never seen my face before, go watch all my videos. But in a nutshell, UGC stands for user generated content. UGC creators are just a type of content creator. So with UGC, you get hired by brands of all types to create content for them, typically short videos about their products or services. And instead of you having to post those videos to your own social media accounts, the brand is just gonna take those videos you create for them and use for their own purposes. So basically that means that they're gonna post it on the brand's Instagram account or the brand's TikTok account, or the brand's Facebook, or they're gonna take it and put money behind it and run it as ads across social media. So you know when you're scrolling on like Instagram or Facebook and you see random people in these ads that you're seeing, those are most likely UGC creators who hopefully got paid a bunch of money to create those videos for that brand. You could be the one doing this. And why do I talk about Gen Xers and baby boomers? This is so important. Please don't miss this. Number one, brands want to work with you because they want to sell more of their products to more Gen Xers and baby boomers. Statistically speaking, Gen Xers have the most money. Even if that's not your case, the data says Gen Xers are the wealthiest generation, which means they have the largest purchasing power. Brands know that, it's their job to know that, so they want to get their ads or their content in front of more that demographic, Gen X or baby boomer demographic, because they know that when you see an ad for their products or services, you actually have money to purchase that product or service. And I have proof that brands are wanting to work with more Gen Xers and baby boomers. I'll just put like some screenshots right here on the screen just so it makes more sense for you and you're like, oh my gosh, this is actually a thing. These are all students of mine. I teach people how to do this. I've taught over 6,700 people, most of them being over the age of 40, probably even more over the age of 50. And also one of them is my mom. We're doing another UGC deal together next week. It's gonna be fantastic. But this is just proof that brands are looking for you guys and that the demand is there. Brands need so much content. And if you think about it this way, another reason why age kind of comes into play here is, say that you're like 55 years old, right? You're on Instagram, you're scrolling through Instagram and you see an ad for a product that you could maybe use, but the person in that ad is like 22 years old. You're automatically going to be turned off and you're going to think that that product or service is not for you because of the age of that person. Brands know this. They know that they're wasting money showing you ad videos that are, have these 20-something-year-olds in it. That is why they would way rather have somebody around your same age in these videos that are popping up on social media, because you're going to resonate with them more, you're going to trust it more, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that person looks like around my age, kind of looks like me maybe. They're using that product, maybe I need that product as well. It's going to lead to more purchases. The brands know that this is gold for brands, okay? So your age is truly going to be your superpower if you are a Gen Xer or a baby boomer. By the way, if this is at all sounding interesting to you, it is making sense to you, I would actually really like to know if it's making sense, because sometimes I ramble. If it is making sense, if you are comfortable with it, type your current age in the comments. I know that sounds weird, but it just like helps me see who the heck is watching this. And then also it will, again, give me a green light that I'm actually not talking gibberish in this video. So yeah, if you're comfortable with it, not everybody is, but if you're comfortable with it, put your current age in the comments. And then also, if you do want to get started with this, obviously I mentioned I have a course. If you don't like courses, if you're not quite ready to like spend $87 on a course, I have a free checklist that would be super helpful. I do not make things that waste people's time. I know how precious your time is. This free checklist is going to go through the steps on how to get started with this, more than I can explain in this quick video. And then I also included a 15-minute video lesson for anybody who's like a visual learner, going over how to email these companies. So you could, like, even though Gen Xers, baby boomers are in high demand for UGC, you still have to put yourself out there, right? It's not like you can say, okay, I'm a UGC creator now, and you're gonna have like a million brands come and like want to work with you. It's just not how it works. You have to put yourself out there. You have to connect with these brands. So what do you say in the email when you're trying to connect with them? That is what I teach you inside the free checklist, inside that 15-minute video. So if you pause this video, this is what I would do. I would pause this video, save it in this like little right-hand corner, go to my profile, and then there's a blue arrow pointing down to my Stand Store link. You're just gonna click that link. It might pop up again in my Instagram, my YouTube. Just click the Stand Store link, go, and you'll see the course. If you don't want the course, skip it, get the free checklist, and I'll email it to you right away. You can just reference it. It's a PDF, so you can reference it along the way while you're getting started with UGC. Actually, I feel like it's helpful to see a video. I'm gonna show you one of the videos that I did with my mom. It was so fun to do this. This is what inspired me. I was on a call with this brand, and I was trying to convince them to hire me for UGC, and they ended up, basically I said my mom is 63. She's a huge fan of your products, literally only wears your shoes just like me, and she could maybe be in the video. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's great. She is more part of our target demographic, like as a 63-year-old, more so than me, that I was 33 at the time, now I'm 34. So she was more part of their demographic. As a 63-year-old, they want to sell more products to people that are around her age. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. She'll be in the video. Then I realized after doing that UGC deal with my mom, I knew barely anybody over the age of 40, especially barely anyone in their 50s, nobody in their 60s doing UGC. And it has inspired me to tell people the companies are looking for you guys to just start, even though it sounds intimidating, even if you think you're not tech savvy, even if you have no experience. Trust me, you can figure this out. It is not as complicated as it sounds. I can teach you, other people can teach you, you can learn on your own, however you do it. Just get started with UGC. You're gonna learn a whole new set of skills that's gonna be really fun, push you creatively. You're gonna get free products and get paid to create content for companies. I mean, it's the best job I've ever had. It doesn't even feel like a job. It's the best job ever. So I'm going to show you the video that my mom and I did together, the very first UGC deal we did together. We're doing one next week. We did another one before. It's been super, super fun. I hope you like this video, and I hope it visually helps you see maybe the kind of content that you'll be creating, even if you don't do it with your daughter or like a parent or whatever. I hope you like this video, and I hope it helps. Go get the free checklist if you have not grabbed my free checklist yet. That will help you probably the most. Okay. My mom is a nurse, constantly on her feet, and has struggled with plantar fasciitis, so I decided to gift her the new Kuru Flex Via shoes. I knew as an already big fan of Kurus, she would love them, but I didn't expect her to love them this much.
These shoes are so comfortable. They feel fantastic. I'm on my feet, 12-hour shifts. I can't imagine going to work without Kurus on. They have saved me from so much foot pain. I feel like I can continue my career because of Kurus. I've been a nurse for 42 years on my feet and have tried so many shoes. These are the shoes that I will only wear to work.
I got the Flex Vias in black because I also struggle with foot pain, and not only do we now get to match, but we both can continue keeping our feet pain-free, whether we're out and about, walking together, or just hanging out. We cannot recommend Kuru enough. Go check out their dozens of styles at kurufootwear.com.